channel. I am TJ. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate the support and the love that you guys have shown me since being on YouTube. If you are new to my channel, welcome, beauty. So glad that you stopped by. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I stop by YouTube every now and again and I put up, I hope, what is some interesting videos. But today I'm going to be doing an eyebrow tutorial. I'm going to show you girlies how I build my brows because I have absolutely no brows. And brows are very important. If you are in the makeup world, then you should know how important your brows are, and it's the first thing that people notice when they look at you. It's the first thing that people notice about your makeup is you got them brows on. What, girl? Yes, fleek. Okay? It's the first thing that people notice when you are a makeup wearer, and it frames your face. Can you imagine going around your house and hanging up portraits and they're not in a frame? People will be looking at you like, really? So you have to think of your brows the same exact way. Your brows frame your face. If you're not building your brow and you look like this, you really need to learn how to do. So if you're interested in learning how I got these brows, then please stay tuned and keep on watching my video. Hey beauties, so we're going to start with my right brow. As you can see, I already have my left brow done, so we're going to concentrate on the right one. If you're interested in using the same items that I use to build my brows, you're more than welcome to read down in the description box where I have everything listed that I use for my brow. First, I'm going to use a spoolie, you guys, to kind of make sure that all my hairs are brushed and going in the same direction. Not that I have many of them, but you know. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my product and I'm going to draw right underneath my hairline. And I'm going to start not all the way at the beginning of the brow, but sort of kind of not towards the middle, but not towards the front. So kind of find the comfortable place for you in between the beginning of your brow in the middle of your brow. Then after I sculpt out this part of my brow, I'm going to then take my brush and I'm going to go up into my hairs. And then I'm going to go out. One of the problems that I see people do when they are doing their brows is they make a hump. They go up and then down. You want to make sure that when building your brow, you don't make a sad face, because that's not how you want your brows. You don't want to look like that, okay? You want your brows to kind of go up into your hair and then out, away from your face. You want to make sure that your brow is lined up with where your eye begins and kind of where your eye ends, and then you want to go out just a little bit to give it a little bit. So as you can see right now, I already have definition in my brow. My brow is already pretty much the way that I want it to be. It's pretty much the shape that I want it to be. So I'm going to repeat the same step on the top of my brow, and I don't want to make it too dramatic. I still want to follow the natural hairline that's already there. The reason why I personally think that a lot of people struggle with building their brow is because they try to exaggerate entirely too much. The more you fill your brow in, the more you'll have the look that it is that you're looking for. It's not how big or how wide you make your brow. It's about filling in the empty spaces where you can still see skin. You don't want to fill them in completely as if you took a Sharpie or a magic marker and just made this really thick line across your face. You kind of want to just fill in lightly where there isn't much hair, but first you want to actually build the shape of your brow. So that's what I've done already on the bottom, and I'm going to repeat the same thing on the top. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the top. I just want to make sure that I line my natural hairline. So I kind of just went up a little bit and then right back down into the line that I already drew, because that's where my natural hairline is. After you've completed that part of the brow, you should have a decent eyebrow shape. The shape that you're actually looking for your brow. So because I need to build my brow just a little bit more, I'm going to concentrate on the shape that I've already made, and I'm just going to build on it a little. Just to make it a little thicker, I'm going to fill it in a little more, and I'm going to come out a little more. And I pretty much have it. So now I'm going to concentrate on filling in the brow so that it looks to my liking. After I have the shape of my brow the exact way that I want it, now it's time to clean up. I use 2 products or 2 items to clean up my brows. I use 2 different concealers. So for my bottom brow, I use Maybelline, let me see, a Maybelline concealer in number 30, which is Cafe. This is what I use on the bottom of my brow to give myself a natural, nice highlight. And then I use LA Girls in color Beautiful Bronze for the top of my brow, because it's very, very, very similar to the color of my natural skin tone. I don't want to make my brows 3D. I don't want them coming at you before I come at you. So I don't want to use a light concealer top and bottom. I just want to use a light concealer on the bottom, and then I want to use a concealer that's closer to my skin tone on the top. So right now I'm going to use a flat brush by e.l.f. to help define and clean up my brows. This is a technique that's all over YouTube. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. Some people prefer not to do it because it doesn't give you as much of a natural brow. I can't ever imagine myself wearing a brow without sculpting it and cleaning it up. It's just what I like. It's my preference. It's what I prefer. So it's totally up to you. So I'm going to take my flat brush and I'm going to clean up the bottom of my brows with my lighter color concealer. I want to pull the product down because I don't want it caked up around my brow, but I'm just slowly going to trace. Slowly going to trace my brow like that to outline it. And then I'm going to pull the concealer downwards. It makes for easy blending. The more you get into your brows, the easier this will become, and you'll pick up your own technique. You can always use the basis of someone else kind of teaching you how they do it until you learn your own way of doing it. So there's my completed bottom brow outlined and everything. So now I'm going to use this flat brush by Real Techniques, and it's their pointed foundation brush, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out the concealer. But I'm just going to take this Real Techniques flat foundation brush and I'm going to blend downwards and clean up anything, any mistakes that I made or anything that I did that I don't like, or any hairs, because right now I'm wolfing. I need my brows done, but that's okay. So there's the finished product of the bottom brow and shaping it and concealing it and all that. So now I'm going to take my Beautiful Bronze concealer by LA Girl and I'm going to do the same thing on the top. Put it on the brush and now I'm going to sculpt the top of my brow. I'm going to neatly place the concealer above my brow first because I don't want a big glop of concealer to touch the top of the brow where I've built it already. So I want to take my time to make sure that I even the concealer out first before I get close to the top of my brow. And then I'm going to outline the top of my brow the same way I did the bottom. And then once I've done that, I want to take the concealer and I want to blend it upwards. The reason why I do it this way is because I'm a person that does my brows before my foundation, and blending upwards allows me to not have to get close to my brow when applying my foundation. I can stop it up here because I've already covered that area with concealer. So now I'm going to go back to my Real Techniques flat foundation brush, and then I'm going to blend the concealer out the same way I did on the bottom. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for joining me for my updated eyebrow tutorial. I did one a couple of years ago. The lighting and the recording and everything was horrible. I think I stepped my game up a little tiny bit. So I hope this helps you guys. Again, you do not have to exaggerate your brows the way that I do. You do not have to use all the products that I use to build your brows either. You can simply just fill your brows in with a pencil and call it a day. Just do what makes you comfortable. Try to take a little bit from all of us on YouTube so that you can find the technique that works best for you, that you're more comfortable with. So thank you girls again for tuning in with me. I am TJ. I hope you enjoyed my eyebrow tutorial. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below or you can inbox me. Please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you gorgeous, gorgeous ladies on my next video. Smooches. Okay girlies, so the things that I use on my brows today. A pointed foundation brush by Real Techniques. An angled brush from MAC. I don't know if you guys can see that. An angled brush from MAC. A eyeliner brush from e.l.f. It's just a flat top brush from e.l.f. The infamous spoolie. Maybelline Maybelline concealer in the color Cafe by using my Dipdown from MAC's Fluid line. And LA Girl Pro concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze.